difficulties with the quality of the video. Let me know if it's blurry on your end. If it's blurry, I might have to start again. I've already deleted one video, so I'm going to pull you up on my computer and see how it looks. And I'll flip the screen so we can see what we're working on today. So let me just go ahead and flip the screen. And you guys can let me know if it's blurry because I don't know what the issue is with this. We're going to see. So we're just going to bring this one around. These are the projects I want to work on today for the rings. Let me know in the comments if it's blurry. If it is blurry, I'll have to try to get my iPad going. So let me just pull up the video and see what happens. And I'll get my tools ready and see where we're at. I have all my tools here. We'll skip the ad. And oh, that doesn't look too bad. So let me know in the comments how it looks. And I mean, it's always somewhat blurry anyways. So if it's not too bad, we're just going to go for it. Looks clear at the moment. Yay. Okay. Hi, Connie. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, I had a false start and we're just going to go with it because I'm not sure what the issue was, but it seemed really blurry when I started. Hi, Corey. Hi, Clarice. Hi, Wendy. You're back. Yay. So I'm going to make some face rings today, guys. We've been doing rings for the last few weeks. I'll show you the ones we've done so far. Looks good. Awesome. So these are the ones we've done on the live stream. So we did owls, we did bunnies, crosses, guitars, monkeys, giraffe, pineapple, foxes. This is another fox, a cupcake, high-heeled shoe, ice cream cone, birds on a wire. This was supposed to be a feather, looks like a leaf. So these are the ones we've done so far. I'll link those all up below. Pamela, hi Pamela, says it looks good. Awesome. Clarice has got her coffee. Yay. Perfect. So now I want to experiment with some faces and goddesses for rings. So that's the project of the day. We're going to work on that. Thanks, Wendy. I've made some amazing rings. I'm having a lot of fun with them. We used to sell these rings back in the 90s at craft shows, so it's kind of fun to revisit the designs. This was actually an old brooch from our craft show days as well with the face. So I just thought I'd spin off that idea to do some rings and some other type of face rings too. Hi, Amber. Sorry for the false starts. I had technical difficulties, but we seem back on track now. So that's awesome. So let's go ahead and work on these. I'm just going to put my hair back because sometimes it seems to get in the picture, which is not good. And I actually don't have that much hair to pull back anymore. I got a bit of a haircut. So now we've got our pliers. I'm going to get my cutters. And hi, Rita. I'll try to catch your comments as you're hopping on. And Corky, I like him. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. And I usually like to start with the 20 gauge wire. So I have I have some of the Parawire and I have some of the artistic wire. So I ordered a bunch of the Parawire to check the color, and it's more of an antique gold than the artistic wire one is more like a lighter gold, but we're just going to go with it. I'm going to do a few different designs, and we could do mixed media colors as well. Actually, why don't we could just totally copy that one and start with the silver on the outside. That would be fun. So there we go. 50s Cloud, hello. And I'll see if anybody else is hopping on. Love the faces. Thank you. Yeah, some of these I've done tutorials for earrings and stuff. This one I did as an earring tutorial. Some of them I did on a live stream as well. So yeah, let's play around with the faces today. This is awesome. I haven't checked the Slack app for a while. I usually post pictures of the projects from the live streams on Slack after the fact. So I will post these pictures after, and we'll do another Let's Get Wired sometimes soon. Those are really fun. So let's just go ahead and take a piece of wire. I've had a lot of people request that I measure the wire. I usually cut too much than too little. So why don't we go ahead and measure the wire, and that way you guys have more of an idea of how much wire I'm using. And if I use too much, then you could just use your mathematical skills and subtract. So let's go ahead and get maybe 8 inches of wire, and we're going to cut this. And I also want to thank Amber so much because she's been putting timestamps on some of my live streams, and I super appreciate that. That way, if you click the highlighted number that's in the timestamp, you can go directly in the tutorial or in the live stream to where that actual project was. So it's going to save people scrolling through the videos. And Amber, I really, really appreciate that. That's so kind of you. 50 Cloud says, I got supplies for my birthday and I watched your tutorial how to make simple wired rings and I made a few. Awesome. That's amazing. Now you need to get some more wire. That's fantastic. And if ever you want to share pictures of your wire art and wire jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And just be sure when you join the club to answer all the entry questions so we know that you're going to follow the rules. We don't have a lot of rules. Mainly the rules are about not selling in the group because it's for people of all skill levels, not necessarily professionals, and it's nice just to keep things very inspirational in the group. So Amanda, hi Amanda. Buffering. So what is that? What's the buffering ring? Because I was having technical issues at the beginning. So let me know if it's buffering because when I tried to originally post this, it was very blurry. So let me know if anyone else is having technical issues on their end because I don't want to, but sometimes I have to stop the video and start again. So let me know. Thank you, Clarice. So Clarice has shared the link to the Facebook group. That's the Wire Makers Club. So if you're not already a member, be sure to join the club. There we go. So now, yeah, big thanks to Amber for doing that because that saves people a lot of time. I really appreciate it. So let's just copy this design exactly. Now, of course, I've cut my wire way too long, so I'm going to add a separate wire for the eyes. So then we're just going to pull this one across at the top. It could be really elongated. That might be fun. So let's just bring it up a little bit more, straight across. And then this one this reminds me I have a design for feet, and that looks like the toes on the feet. So let's just go up here, and then we're just going to go ahead and make this funny hair. So we could even push it out a little bit more if we want. And all good for the buffering. Okay, good. That's good to know. So maybe it's just your Wi-Fi, or I'm not quite sure what that could be. So let's go ahead. Oh, now I'm a little bit worried I'm going to run out of wire for the hair part. That's the hard part, is knowing exactly how much wire to use. So we're just going to go through this. I'll try not to make the hair like too much hair because otherwise we might just run out of wire. So I'm just going to bring this one back and forth. If I could get 5 little loops out of this, that would be great. We're going to see how it goes. So we've got 4. Let's see if we can get one more. I like odd numbers. I just find odd numbers are more visually appealing. So now here's the hair. That's kind of cool. And then we're just going to push that one out and in. And hi, Boonim, how are you? Nice to see you. So now let's go ahead and attach this one here in place. And we're just going to take this and give it a little bend. Get that one right in there. And that'll go in here. And then we can just go ahead. If you want it so it doesn't slip back and forth, a little hack is just to kind of bend around the corner. So we're going to go that way and then around this way. Grab it with your pliers, and then it won't move because it's stuck on that corner. So now we're going to clip it. There we go. And we are going to pinch that there. And we are going to take this, maybe rather than have it straight across, I can just like do a little curve type of thing. That might be interesting. I could do it straight across too. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to wind this one in here. So let's just wind this one in here. Now, if this wire was a little bit longer, we could bring it around and form the ring band with that wire, but it's a little short. So let's just go ahead and clip it off. Bring that one up here. And with the odd numbers being more appealing, yeah, it's just a design-wise, it's definitely more appealing to have an odd number. I don't know, it just looks better, unless you're aiming for total symmetry. So that's a different story. So there's that. So we have just the basic base, which is similar to that. And then to do the eyes, let's get the 22 gauge wire. So this, we could have used 24, but it's a little fragile. So let's get the 22, and we probably don't need too much. So let's measure it, and let's get another 8 inches too. I don't mind if I waste a little bit of this one. There's lots on the roll. So we have 8 inches of that one. And what we want to do is we'll start with the nose, I guess, and then we'll go up and do the eyes. So let's do the nose with the round pliers. We're just going to take the round pliers and bring this up that way. So if this goes kind of like that, I think I did them slightly different. I think I did the loops first and then the beads. So let's go ahead and do the loops first. Maybe we'll get a pen. Let me just look in my pen things. Here's a pen. There we go. Whoop. Hi, Sonia. Nice to see you. Hi, Linda. Nice. Have a little snow. Ooh, okay. So now we're going to get this and make the loops. So we can just start by bringing this around to make sure they're about the same level. So that's a little high. So let's push it down a little bit more. And we're just going to bring it right down a little bit more. We don't want these too big. And then this one too, we're going to bring it down. If you have the looping pliers or round pliers, you can use that too. Those are a little bit big. Let's just see. They're a little bit big. They're not too bad. But let me just grab the looping pliers because that might be easier. I'll just get them in my cupboard. So these are the 6-step looping pliers by Beadsmith. These are great pliers. I really like them. Hi, Chess Educator. Nice to see you. I got in now. Nice, nice. So let's go ahead and make these slightly smaller. So let's see what size we need. Maybe this size here. When you get these pliers, they're written on the package the size of each of the sort of the areas on there. They vary between, I think, 3 millimeter and 11 millimeter, something like that. I forget exactly. I don't have the package handy. But so we can go around here, okay, and just bring it how many times? Maybe one. Okay, 1, 2. Let's see that one. And then this one too. We're going to bring that one around here. Make sure that's like sort of in the right place. And then the thing is we want to kind of bring the spiral in a little bit. Hi, Dawn. You're amazingly creative. Aw, thank you so much. I have such fun just like making all kinds of art projects. I have so much fun. On the weekend, I had ordered a box of Lego because the Lego actually looked like me. It's so funny. I don't know if you guys know Lego, but there's like one called it's like a coffee cart Lego, and the minifigure in the coffee cart Lego looks exactly like me to the point of the glasses. She's got coffee. She's got a ginormous iPad, and she's wearing a necklace that's very similar to the pendant that Amber gave me many moons ago. So it's freaky how I swear to God somebody like designed it based on me, like, which is ridiculous, but it's so cool. So I had to buy it, and it was one of those free for purchase things. So I actually had to get it on eBay, and then I did a live stream on Instagram constructing it, which was super fun. So now let's get some eyes. Okay, I'm blabbing away here. Hi, Mustafa. Nice to see you. Okay, so now we are going to, would you put a star bead on this before? Yeah, the star bead is actually dangling. I guess we could maybe put the star bead on the ring. Let's make the ring first, and then we're going to decide. I'm going to put a couple of these little cat's eye beads on there. I think that would make for nice eyes. This one's maybe a little big. I have some smaller blue cat's eye beads. Maybe I'll use those. I just have to find 2 that are the same size. He's coming along, yeah. So, hi, Roger. Nice. Pop in and say, and be nosy. Hello, hello. We are making rings. We're actually making rings with faces. So this is super fun. I'm just trying to find 2 beads that are more or less the same size. That's the trouble with some of these cat's eye beads. They're like imperfect sizes, so it's hard to get them exactly the same size. So here are 2. Hi, Kat. Nice. Kat is here. And I don't know if you guys saw, but Kat made me some beautiful, beautiful art that I posted in the community section. And I love it, Kat. It's just so beautiful and whimsical. I have it up in my art corner. So thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate that. So there we go. We're going to put those little eyes on there. Okay, so there's the eyes. And then we're going to flip them to put them this way on the figure. So he's kind of cute. I like him. And then we're going to just attach it. So let's just put these underneath and we're going to twist this in place. So there we go. As he's cute, eh? Yeah, I like the way he's turning out. So maybe I'll just bend it. I'll do it this way. So I'll do the twisting above the eye. So we're just going to take this one, hold it in place, and then bring this one around a couple of times. So we're just going to go around a couple of times so it'll stay. There's one side, and then this side again a couple of times so it'll stay in place. And then we're going to do the ring band. We'll just do the ring band with a separate wire. I think it's going to be easier. So this wire I cut way too long. I'd cut it 8 inches, so you really only need probably about 6 inches. You don't want to cut it too small either. So here's our little funky guy. Push this right up here and we're going to clip it. So there we go. Oh, it's Kat's birthday. Hang on. I missed that. Where did I get? No, guess what? Today's my birthday. There it is. Okay, happy birthday, Kat. That is awesome. We can sing her a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kat. Happy birthday to you. Yay! That's the second time I've wished someone happy birthday on a live stream. There was someone on my Lego live stream that it was their birthday, and I sang them happy birthday too. So I'm not the best singer, but I sing with heart. So there we go. So there is our little guy, so cute. And now, yeah, clip it. Okay, so now let's get our ring cone, which is here, and maybe I'll just use this. This is actually 18 gauge wire from Michaels. They have a variety pack that's like 20, 18, and 24 gauge in a pack. They used to be $9.99, but they increased the price to $12.99. But if you have a coupon, it's worth it for sure. Yay, everybody's wishing Kat a happy birthday. That's awesome. So now we are going to take this ring cone, the mandrel, and we're just going to bring this one around. Just bring it all the way around here. I cut this way too long. I really only need about 2 inches. I think I cut it about 3 inches or maybe more. So we're going to take that, and then what we want to do first is to bend one end up. Okay, and oh yay! Mustafa's singing happy birthday in written words. That's awesome. So we can hear you singing, Mustafa. So now we're going to put that one there and decide like whereabouts it should go. You know, we don't want it too like high because it's going to like sit down too low. So maybe we should do it more on the lower end. In fact, I should have probably done loops on you know what I should have done? If I had done little loops on either side, they would have looked like ears, and it would have been perfect to put the little these in. So just imagine, like, if you guys make one, put little loops, a loop there and a loop there, and they'll look like ears, and you can stick the ring base in the ears. So, but since we didn't do that, let's just go ahead and try it this way. I can always pull it back and try again, but for here it's all right. For now it's okay. I have a ring cone, but I never managed to get them the right size. Yeah, it's a little tricky. The main thing is, like, say for this, for example, you would put it back like on here. I should have cut those a little bit lower, but say you put them back on. Yeah, see, this is getting distorted now. So let's just clip these a little bit more. Just cut them lower. And then what you want to do to get it the right size is, say you had those loops in there. I don't have the loops, obviously, but you'll want to put it back on the ring cone. Okay, so it's going to stay the same size. So that's the key. You want to put it back on the ring cone in the exact place that you want it. And then you're going to like bend these out, but we have to grab them with the pliers. So then we're going to bend that one out and bend that one out. So then you have like the right size, right? But the thing is, this is going to slip because I don't have the little loops there, which I should have done. The little loops would have been super cute. But this will just give you an idea how it would look. And maybe I'll do one after the live stream with the loops to show the difference. And then we're going to do this one here. Oh, it's Yvonne. Oh my goodness. Yvonne, I haven't seen you in a gazillion years. Hello, hello. So nice to see you. Oh my goodness, it's been years almost. That's amazing. So wow, lots of people hopping on today. Aw, Cat's gonna cry because of all the happy birthdays. Well, you deserve lots of wonderful happy birthdays, that's for sure. So wow, we're having a party today. We're having a reunion, that's for sure. That's amazing. So now let's just pinch this one, clip that one, clip it. Didn't snap like before, but that's okay. And I know. Yes, that's right. So there's no more Discord. I got rid of that app because I didn't find it very user-friendly, and I couldn't get on my iPad anymore on Discord. I'm not sure why, but now we're using Slack. So I will post the link to Slack, or maybe Mustafa, you could post the link to Slack. And then after the live streams, I'll post pictures of our creations, of the creations in Slack. So there's the ring. Okay, so it's not too bad. Like I said, I probably would have put like little ears on there to put the ring band, but it's not too bad. And now you have Slack. Awesome. Yeah, so Mustafa, if you have the Slack link, that would be awesome. So this is super cool like that. The little face, you can make it smaller and if you want. And say you did want to dangle a little bead. Let me just see what I've got. I don't know if I have a star bead. I'm going to look, and I'm going to grab a head pin because you want to dangle it with a head pin. So here's where I keep all my stuff to make my necklaces. I have all these, and we're going to have like a little head pin in there. Actually, I just posted a picture of some of my necklaces for different like types of things, like different, like it was a pendant that I posted, but this is what the necklaces look like. So this is, I make all these, and then I put like little cats or little sports figures or little like ringette people, musicians, cello players, and all that. So this is what they're all on tiger tail with the different beads on there. And then I would just hang, say that was a pendant, I would just hang it underneath. So so I forget why I told you about that. But anyways, I got a little distracted. So here's, oh, that was because of my necklace stuff. This is all the materials I use to make those necklaces. There we go. So yeah, the beads are gorgeous. They're all my favorite beads. So let's see if I can find a star bead to go on there. I mean, I do have other beads too. I have a lot of heart beads, and let me just look in my other bin of beads. I actually have tons of heart beads. Let me see what I have. Yeah, I have all these like little hearts and stuff. That's an eyeball. And then I have like bigger hearts, which are cool, maybe a little too big. But the other thing I'm thinking is I do have stars. I just have to find them. Just gonna dig through my beads a little bit. Oh, here they are. So I have, these stars are the ones I use to go on the top of Christmas trees. Let me get one of those. So I make little Christmas tree earrings and I put those stars on them. So those are super cute. And just let me just see one more thing. Oh, I have plastic stars, but they're not so nice. And I used to have hematite stars. So this is my old kit of beads. This was before I kind of streamlined into the miracle beads. I'm missing some comments here. Hi, Sonia. And hi, Connie. A heart for Valentine's Day. I could do a heart. I could also do a heart. But here is the star I was thinking of. That's a hematite star. And I have the hematite heart. So let's see what we should do. I thought he looked a little bit like a Joker, so that's why I thought maybe the star. So maybe we'll save the hearts. So I have the metal. You guys decide. I have the metal star or the hematite star. So you guys decide, and I'll do one of those, and I'll have a sip of water while we wait. So let me know which one. Kathy says, a hen. Oh, secondhand shop bought a bunch of beads. That's awesome. Fantastic. Hematite. Okay, so let's do the hematite. So we're going to take the head pin, and I will just bring it here like that. Hematite, you want to be very careful with the stars because they're very fragile. So I'm going to have to be super careful when I form the loop. I'm going to cut this to about 3/8 to 1/2 inch, about like that. And then I'm going to get my heart, my round pliers. Sorry, I just had a little bit of a brain fart there. And I'm really worried I'm going to actually ruin this because of the tips. So what I'm going to do, usually I just like bend it across the bead, but I'm really worried I'm going to snap that. So let's just try to give it a bend first, maybe with these, and hope it doesn't snap. Gently. That should be okay. And then roll this one around. Probably should have done it a little bit, left a little more leeway, maybe not. And then we're going to loop it onto there. And then we'll just close it up a little bit. Let me get these flat tweezer nose pliers. Okay. You know, sometimes when you're too careful, you ruin things. So maybe I'm being too careful. Anyways, that's good enough for now. So then you've got the little star bead dangling off, which is really cute. And that works well. It's super funky. It's a little awkward, but it's not too bad. So that's our first one. That's it. And a lot of resin stuff. Ooh. Nice. Resin's fun too. Still haven't tried it yet. I have all your pieces you sent me for inspiration, Mustafa, but I haven't tried it yet. So now I also want to do the goddess as a ring, but let's do another face. Let's do maybe the silhouette one, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just let me think for a second. If I want to do it with one single wire, I think I'm going to try that one with one single wire. So maybe I can do the 18 gauge wire. Let's see. So we're going to take this one and brain fart. I haven't heard that in a while. Oh, I have them all the time. So now let's go ahead and take this one. Shall we measure it? Let's get the ruler. If I could find the ruler. What did I do with my ruler? Am I sitting on it? Nope, here it is. There we go. So ruler, and now let's cut about, I don't think we need that much, maybe 15 inches. I'll cut about 15 inches. And then we're going to trim that one. This might be too thick, but we're going to try it. And if we do something like that, I even like the idea of doing the earring on that one. So let's go ahead and take this one. I'm just trying to think ahead of time and see what's going to happen. Let's start with the eye. I'm just going to figure about maybe halfway or something. Okay, so let's take this one. We're going to make the eye. To do the eye, I'm going to grab my red pliers because I just find they make a nice finer circle. So a wall clock and a name. Ooh, very fun, Mustafa. So now let's go ahead and take the round pliers, bring them around, and then we're just going to pull that one a little bit tighter so it's a little bit smaller. And okay, so we can do that whole like eye thing. So we're going to bring that one down. It's hard with the 18 gauge because it's quite thick. So then we're going to give that one a good little bend. Give it a good pinch in that way. And then bring it back up again. Okay, so there's the eye. And we can bring that one out a bit and then bring this one over. It's going to be very stylized. So let's just bring it right around and like that. So this kind of represents the hair, I guess. And then we're going to bring that one out to form the nose. So bring that one. We don't want it too big either. So we're going to bring that one. Might be hard to get the detail with this because it is the 18 gauge, but we're going to see. So if we bring that one out that way and bring that one up here, I'm thinking I'm going to move the camera up a little bit. I think I'm a little too close to the camera, so maybe my hands are getting cut off. So let me know if that's better. I think that's okay. And then I'll just bring it over a little bit more. I'm going to look from overhead. I think that's good. Okay, so Pam, hi Pam. I had the hardest time finding this video. Is it only posted on YouTube? Yes, I do the live streams on YouTube every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and then the replay will always be available after it finishes streaming, but this is live. So we usually go for like an hour, sometimes 2 hours, and then afterwards the video stays live, stays as a replay on YouTube. So there we go. You guys should get notifications. If you're subscribed and you click the notification bell, you should be notified when I go live, although sometimes YouTube is a little bit slow with that. So hopefully they work. So this is sort of a bit of a silhouette face. We could push it down to get more like a lips going here. And then we want to do like something that will represent the I guess like an ear where I can put the earring. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it instead of flat against there. I'm going to put it more upright, so it might work better as a dangle. So let's just go ahead, take this, twist it around so it's like perpendicular to the work. Okay, that's going to be more perpendicular here, and it could be a decent sized loop. This is a total experiment, as always. And so that is going to go down like that. So that's the ear, but it's perpendicular to the face. And then we want to bring this down a bit. So if we bring this one down around here to form like a chin thing. So let's just bring this one out a bit. I'm going to bring that one in here and bring that one down. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. And this one, we're going to bring this one down. If you're making your own work, how do you compete against those that buy on Alibibi and sell in volume? Oh, okay. Well, what I do is very unique, and a lot of it's custom stuff that isn't stuff that you can really mass produce. So I've never really had trouble with competition. I never thought about it that much. If you're making more commercial things like just basic wire like rings and stuff, there's tons of competition for sure. But I think it's just a matter of finding your own unique style, and then you can find, customers that want to buy from you because what you're doing is very unique. So that's sort of always been my solution, doing something that's a little bit different. And developing relationships with your customers too. Like I always customer service is my motto. I've always go out of my way to please the customers and stuff. So people will get to know you and then want to buy from you. So that's been my experience. I don't know what other people's experiences are, but that's definitely been my experience. So here, this, I'm not sure how if we're gonna even manage with the earring, but this, I was thinking you could use this part to do the ring and then this part to do a spiral. But this might not be going anywhere, guys. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with this, but let's just try it. And let's get this one here. What kind of wire are you using today? So this one is Parawire. The silver one was Artistic Wire by Beadalon. So I just use what I have on hand, and you can use any of the tarnish resistant copper wires, which are, there's many different brands. I wouldn't use any of the cheap brands from, Amazon, but you can use, Parawire and Artistic Wire are the best, I think. So you can go with those. And the ones from Michaels are good too. Yeah, for sure. So let's just bring this one around here. I'm going to bring that one down here, and then I'm going to, that ended up being a big spiral, but we're going to see how it goes. And we'll clip the end, and then we're going to push it into place. So there we go. Okay, I'm missing a bunch of comments. Heather, is it okay if I post the photo of my resin wall in the Slack group? You can share it, Mustafa, in the share your work section. Sure, anything. If we're talking about things on the live stream and you want to share it, you can share it in the share your work section if you like, and you guys can also check out Mustafa's stuff on Instagram as well. So you can post your link to Instagram in the group too if you like. So here is what we have so far. It's a little bit funny, but now let's go ahead and take this around to form the ring band. We definitely cut our wire way too long. So if we bring this one around here, I don't want to put the ring band in the face, so I think I'm going to just put it back down here too. So let's actually push this one straight down a bit, because I want to be able to catch the wire in there. So let's go here. Not in the Wire Makers Club, because the Wire Makers Club is just wire. So, but he can share in the Slack group. You can share your resin stuff. That's not a problem at all. So now let's go ahead and pull this one down and just give it a little bit of a tug, and then we're going to cut that. So post on my Facebook page and you can see it there. That's a good idea. And you can put your link, you can just put, actually, if you want to put your link to your Facebook page here in the chat, that's totally fine too. You can do that if that's easier. So now we're going to clip that, and we will give that a little pinch. And I want to get that so it's going to hold it in place there. So let's kind of hold that in place, give it a pinch there, as much as we can. And then this one, if we hold that up and push it out a bit, then it should hold in place. You might have to pinch it a little more in there. I maybe should have cut it a little bit shorter so it would stay in place. Just going to twist that a bit. There we go. That should work. So this is what we have so far. So if we put it back on the ring cone and put it this way, she could use some hair, but maybe this represents hair. But the earrings, I'm pretty sure the earrings look something like that too. So here's sort of a interesting ring, and let's just put a little earring in her ear, although now I'm not sure it's going to sit properly, but we can try it. So let's just try it. We're going to get we could get another head pin. Maybe I'll get a gold one, or I could just do silver. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be the same color. So let me do that. Okay, and I will get another head pin if I can find one. Did I take the bag out? Not sure. Anyways, I'm not sure where I put my little head pins, but I have some slightly larger ones. So we could just, oh, there's a little one in here too. So there we go. Perfect. And then I'm just going to get a little crystal or something for an earring. I want to keep it simple. So I just don't want it to be too big either. So let me just find if I have a little crystal that's a nice shape. So I have a purple one that might work. It's a little dark, but it's maybe good. It's a good contrast. So if I did that, like just a little crystal bead. Let's see if I have another color in here. That might be the best bet because I don't seem to have any other. Oh, there's a turquoise one might show up better. Let's try the turquoise one. And perfect. So there we go. So there is it's a little bit big, but let's just do it. So now let's do the loop thing again on here. And 3/8 to 1/2 inch. And we're going to take this one, pull it back and around, and we'll stick it on her ear. And then we're going to close it up and just close that one up there. So this is our funky. It's kind of cute. This is the funky little face with a little ring. I think there's a lot of potential with these. It's something different. So that's cool, and that's just exactly pretty well like that one. And it's very similar to an earring that I've already done like that. Oh, I didn't realize I did a loop up and down with that. That would have worked maybe better. Let me just see if I can fix that up a little bit, because yeah, if we do it, if we just pull this one down a bit, and then we can just kind of put it up and then down, that might hold the band in place a little better. So there's all kinds of things you can do with that. Oh, I also did it sort of the other, look, I went that way and the other way around, so maybe that would be better. Like we can kind of twist it. See, you can adjust it after the fact. Yeah, I think that looks better. Looks a little bit more balanced. So there we go. So it's interesting. So there we go. So that's that. Yeah, this is very artsy, very, very artsy. So now we've done 2 rings. So let's do another one. Actually, let's do a goddess, and then we'll skip back to the faces. Oh, I'd like to do one with the hair too. That one's super cool. So to do the goddess, let's actually get a 20 gauge wire, and I will get silver again. So here's the silver wire. Or you could do any color wire. You can do, I think I did them in pink before. So let's go ahead and measure a piece. Okay. And 12 inches. Maybe a little bit more to be sure. 15. Probably 15 is too much. And Corey says, cute. Thank you. And now we are going to cut this one and try to do a goddess. So I will link up also the goddess tutorials for where you can see the design a little clearer in the tutorials, but let's just do a quick one for a ring and see how it goes. So let's go ahead and start with the head. So I'm going to get the round pliers. So we're just going to bring that up and then around. Make it a little bit elongated. I don't want it to be perfectly round. Always looks a little more artsy when it's a little bit like elongated. So we're going to bring that one around here. And then these ones, this is actually my sister's design. My sister Kristen, she paints goddesses like this, which is really cool. Hi, Leticia. Nice to see you. And let's go ahead and do the arms. So I just usually do the arms up like this, up and around. Actually, I have a really cute design for the goddess with flattened wire that I'd be meaning to make as a tutorial. So I'll try to do that one too. I have like the goddess and then a god male version as well. So I'll definitely try to do those sometime soon. And then we're going to go here. Actually, that might be a good tip Tuesday tutorial, because it deals with like flattening wire, making a design with thick wire and then flattening it after to bring the design together. So that's sort of a tip. So here's the little arms up, and then we need to do her boobies. So we're going to bring this one down and bring this one down here. Make sure it's sort of in a good spot. Down that way. Okay, and that way. And then, I am going to bring these around. Actually, maybe we want to measure them the same size. Not that they have to be the same size or anything, but let's just go for it. So we're going to bring this one with the looping pliers, because that way you're guaranteed they're going to be the same size, because the looping pliers are very like cylindrical. So we've got that, and then bring that one in here and bring that one in here. So there's so far. And then we have hi Ishatu, nice to see you. Very nice. So now we are going to bring this one in a little bit more, and then this one too, a little bit more. And then now we're going to bend it out for the hips. So we are going to bring that one out. And then same here, we're going to bring this one in and out. So this is what we've got so far. Maybe bring this one in a little bit more. There we go. A little more definition. And then we're going to just bend it out, curve it out for the hips. Okay, so we're going to do that. This is ending up being a little bit larger. This is like almost too large, guys. I didn't expect this to be too big. Sometimes when you start something, it just ends up a little bit too big. So that was not my plan, but maybe I'll just finish it, and I can always make a smaller one after. I kind of lost track that I was making a ring. So we're going to bring this one down here and bring this one down here. So if we have something like that around here, you could also make this as a mermaid. That you can definitely do something like that. So we're going to bring this one here, and then I want to wind this one around here a couple of times. Bring this one around. Whoops, wrong ones. I'm going to bring that one right around here, and then up and around, and then we can make the spiral in here. So you can do the cone method of the spiral where I put it on a cone and bring it in, or you can do it from the opposite way. I prefer the cone method, but you can also do it this way where you just cut the end. And Kathy said I made a wire key the other day that he needed it. Oh, okay. So as long as he doesn't eat it, that's a good thing. But if he was just playing with it, that's okay. So now we're going to go in here. We don't have pets here, so I don't have to worry about pet proofing my house at all. So there we go. We're going to go around here. I used to have a bunny, but she never got into anything except maybe eating our curtains, but that's life. So there we go. We're going to bring this one around. And so that's one way to do the spiral. That's not my preferred way, but that's one way you can do a spiral. And then the other way I do the spiral is just with a cone method. So the cone method is you take a cone shaped item, start here, and then we're just going to work our way up. So this is my preferred way to make a spiral. And then you clip the end, clip it. Laura says, your art is beautiful. Thank you so much. I have such fun making all kinds of art. It just, I could do this all day and I would be perfectly, perfectly happy. In fact, I do this for the most part of the day because between my Etsy stuff and my art channel and my comic stuff, like I'm basically making art all the time and in different forms. So now we're going to bring this one in. It's a little bit tricky when it's small. And then it got a little kinked a bit, but this is how I usually like making my spirals, is I just work from the outside and bring them in. It did get a little kinked in there, but I could always fix it after. So there's that. So the idea behind this was, maybe I want to bend it the other way too. If that one goes that way, yeah, maybe this should go the other way. So it's like, almost looks like an S. So one goes one way, one goes the other. I really wish now I'd made this smaller because I think this is going to make for a huge ring, but what can we do, right? So we can just take that. I will make one smaller after, but for now I'm just going to go with it. And we are going to take this, and Wendy's heading off. Okay, Wendy, we'll see you. We'll see you soon. Thanks for hopping in. And we are going to take this one and bring it around, and we'll see you in the art group, Wendy. Wendy's very active in my art group, which is really nice. I love to see her artwork, which is fantastic. I have a very small but mighty art group. If anybody follows my art channel, likes to paint, draw, we post all kinds of art, not wire. That's the only rule in that group. No wire art and wire jewelry. It's not the right group for that. But we do painting, drawing, all kinds of cool stuff. So now we're going to put this one. We could either you could either put it in the boobs to hold it in place, but that's going to kind of destroy the design. So let's just put it maybe in the hip area. Is that actually going to hold though? Or maybe just underneath here. So let's just see how we're going to get this to actually hold in place. We're going to put it on the cone, bring this one around, and yeah, I'll definitely make this one smaller after the live stream to see. This is going to maybe distort it a little bit too. So we're going to just see how it's going. I didn't think about that it's going to like pull it apart a little bit, but there's not much we can do about that. So let's just take this one and this one and pull them that way. Okay, remove it. And then my stray cats get jealous when a new cat comes. That's hilarious. I have my friend Patricia has 5 stray cats that come to her house, and she doesn't let them in, obviously, but she feeds them. So that's funny. And she builds them like little shelters and stuff, and to keep them warm in the winter and stuff. But I have a feeling some of them actually have homes, but they just pretend they're stray cats and they come to her house for more food. So now we're going to take this end and pinch it in. I should have cut it a little smaller maybe. So there's one end. And then we're going to do this one. So it's flipping around a little bit. And we'll just like pull this one down a little bit, as much as we can. And then you're going to clip it. Get it in there and hopefully not clip through the other wire. And we're going to pinch that one in place. If we can get it to pinch in place. Oh, now it got a little bit warped, but we're going to put it back on the ring cone to fix that up. Get in there. There we go. So now let's put it on here. A water gun. That's so funny. So now let's put it this way, actually. So we're going to put this one on here, and it definitely, you might have to like tap it a bit with a hammer so it doesn't come out of place. This one, I definitely want to try to make it smaller, but this is the idea that you would be able to make a kind of like a ring here. It's kind of cool. It's very large, but if you like large, funky rings, it's definitely interesting. So there's the goddess. Yeah, I like it. You can make it smaller, but I like it. I think it's cool. So there's that one. And now, and Maya says, hi, Heather. I'm owner of a jewelry, but it's hard for me. Yeah, it just takes practice. Takes practice for sure. Pam says, sweet. Thank you. So here is the sketches. Oh, now that my video I see is buffering a little bit, so hopefully it's okay on your end. It also could be I have to plug it in. That might help. So let's do that. Christina, hello, hello. So now let us see which one we want to do, because we have to think in terms, I like the idea of doing like 2 ears and then having the ring band come out from the ears. So why don't we do a straight on like this one. See, I did like the ears there. So let's do that one. And then we'll go from there. So what we can even do like the face with silver and the inside with, the hair with gold. So I'm just looking at this and deciding exactly how I want to do it. Yep. I think I have to figure out too where to finish it. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud here. So this is the 20 gauge. The details I'll do with that, and maybe I could just do it all with one wire. Let's just stick with the 20 gauge. Okay, I'm going to cut a piece of the 20 gauge. And lagging, I did refresh. Now tell me if it's still lagging, because maybe if you refresh, it'll be okay. If not, it might actually be my video, my thing. I'll have to see. It's almost 1 a.m. Wow. Okay, so thanks for hopping in. So I'm going to just do this like 16 inches. So love that design. Thank you. So let me know if it's still like lagging badly, because I can stop this and just do a filmed video of it. So if it's too blurry, let me know, and I can just stop the video. So I'll just need a vote from you guys if I should keep going or if I should stop. And then we're going to just start. Whoops, we need the round pliers. And we are going to start. It stopped lagging when I refreshed. Okay, well, that's a good to know. So now we're going to bring this one up here. And we want to make it not too big for the ring. And we're going to do like little loops for the ears. And then this one too, little loop. Hopefully my hands are staying in screen. This one here, we're going to bring that one in. Just bring it right down. So that should be good. Up there a bit. And maybe have it a little bit wider at the bottom. Okay, I don't want it too pointy either. Okay, so if we do that and that, that's going to be for the loops for the band, but I don't need them too big, I guess. So we're going to bring that one up here. We don't need these to be too wide. And then we want to bring this one around and kind of, what did I do here? I think I went like over, so we just did this. We're going to just start like sort of a stylized hairline. So we're going to bring this down here that way and down here. And then from there, what I seem to have done is I'm going to bend this straight up. Okay, we're going to bend this one straight up. Robert says, keep going. Yay. Okay, let's just keep going. And then we are going to take this one and bring this one around. Okay, so I bent that one straight up. We're going to bring this one around here. I can give it a little pinch. This one's going to be really small, but it kind of has to be for the ring. So now if we've got that, so we're going to bring this one up. I haven't decided if I'm going to cut this one or not. I might just clip it because I actually think we're not going to use it. So let's go ahead and clip that one. So we're just going to clip that one off here. Perfect. And give that a pinch. I really clipped it flush there, but that's all right. So we're going to do that one here and there. Okay, so there so far. And then we want to make like, looks like I did like a little eyebrow thing. So let's do that. I'm going to get my little red pliers because they're just a little bit more fine. So let's go ahead and get this and do sort of an eyebrow thing. Looks like an eyebrow thing. And then we're going to do the eye. So we're going to bring this one across and do a little eye. So we're just going to do the pupil of the eye. Make sure my hands are still on there. And then I'm just going to give that, here, if I hold it and tug it, it's going to be a little easier. And bring that one in. It's going to be a tiny little eye there. And then we want to bring it down towards the nose. So let's bring that one down. That's very hard to make it so small. And we're going to bring this one in. And then around. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the lips how I did in here because it's so tiny. And even the eye now looks a little wonky. So let's bring that one down and see what we can do about this. If I bring that one over, maybe hold that down. Whoops, let's not scratch it. And bring that one out. Okay, so we've got that. I could try the lips. I think they're going to be hard though. So to do the lips, what I do is let's bring this one down. To do the lips, I would bring this straight down. And then I bend this back upon itself. So bring that one up. And then I have other tutorials where I show the lips a little bit better. So I'll link up all my other face tutorials below so you guys can watch them. So this one, I want to bend this to the back. So I'm going to bend that one to the back. And then this one down. I mean, these lips are super cute. I was making like little wire face earrings like in the 90s, and I called them my earring lady earrings. And so they were like little faces like this, and I would dangle little earrings off the ears, and those were super cute. It was like my logo back in the 90s, but I used to call myself the earring lady. But now I've kind of like branched out from that. So I do more like, I do jewelry still, but I do a lot of wire art stuff too. So there's that. And now we want to build this, send this one down a little bit. I love what you do. Thank you, Laura. So now we're going to bring this one down here. Let's get that one down. And then we wanted to bend this one to the back. So let's see how detailed we can get this. So we've got that one back here. And then we're going to bring this around. So you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, there's the lips there. So the mouth ended up being a little bit big, but that's okay. So we've got that. And then we want to bring it up a bit. It's so tiny. It's really hard to do. But we want to bend it up to get the nose done. I'm going to have to bring that apart a little bit. So we're going to bring that one out here, that way, push that one down. And then the eye, I think I did like a little eyelash thing on this one. So let's see if we can do the same thing. So we're going to bring that one out. It's a little wonky, but that's okay. So this gives you the idea. So if we bring this one out, and to do the eyelash thing, I did more like a spiral thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I can try, maybe I'll just try the spiral, like sort of a spiral thing. So I just wound this around and then it looked like an eyelash. So let's try it. So tiny. We're going to bring this one around a few times and see if it looks somewhat like an eyelash. I don't know how many times we have to go around it. Maybe just 3 are going to be better. Maybe 4. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, so we're going to bring that one that way, and then we're going to just bend it out to the side if we can. Okay, we're just going to bend that one out that way. So there, it looks a little goofy, but that's okay. So now you are the ring lady. Yes, I am currently the ring lady. You're right. Yes. Yeah. At least for the month of January, February are ring months. So I'll be the ring lady for a couple of months. So now we're going to do this up here, and the mouth got a little bit distorted, but it sort of works. So there's that. Looks a little wonky, but it's the idea. So then you want to just end it. So I'm going to clip this one a little bit more, and then I'm actually going to stick this in behind and then around here. So I might try to redo this one. It's okay for now, but I think the design needs some work. So sometimes it's the difference between the sketch and the actual design can get a little bit distorted, but this is the idea. So I'm not quite sure if I can fix this, but this is the idea. So you have the eye, and then the other eye is closed, so it's like an eyelash. And then this one, we just want to tighten it up a little bit to get the lips looking good. But that's sort of the idea. I don't know if I can lift this up a little bit so it stays actually in the frame of the face. That went up a little bit. So that's the idea, a very teeny tiny face. Okay, took myself outside. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'll be going outside soon too. It's such a beautiful day. Join us on Slack. Thank you, Mustafa, so much for sending the link to Slack. And I'm going to post pictures of all of these in the Slack group after. So now what we want to do is some hair, and then the ring band will go in there. So let's maybe put the band first, and then we can put the hair after. So I'm going to just get a piece of the 18 gauge wire. We could do it contrasting. I don't know, silver or gold for the band. Let me know, and I'll start getting the hair ready. But let me know if we should do silver or gold for the ring band. I'm going to get gold for the hair and I'm going to use 20 gauge, even though it's a little bit thick, because otherwise the 22 gauge is going to be too soft. So let's just cut an 8-inch piece of wire. And Diane says hi from Florida. Hello, nice. And Lalani, nice. Cool. Yeah, we're here in Montreal. And I'm going to have another sip of water. South Carolina. Nice. And now let's add some hairs. So let's see how we're going to add this hair. I forget how I added it in the other tutorials, but we can just add maybe from the side, I guess. Let's just twist it around and see how it goes. So if we wind this around here and then wind it around the corner a little bit so it actually stays in place. Okay, let's just bring this one up here. I think I'm gonna have to push it up a little bit. Okay, up there, and then around, kind of around the corner a little bit. If we go around in 2 spots, it should hold. It's very stiff, this 20 gauge, but if I use 22 gauge, it's not going to be strong enough. So we're going to bring this one in here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to work on these face rings. These are great prototypes, so I'll definitely do it. So Robert says it's 42. I guess that's in Fahrenheit because 42 would be very toasty in Celsius, which is what it is here. It's not 42 here, it's Celsius here. So I think it's about 0 right now, maybe 1 or 2 degrees. And so now we want to go with the hair. I'm not sure this is doing what I want it to do for the hair, but we're going to see. I'm just going to try to pinch it so it's actually going to stay in place. And then I'm going to start winding it around. I'm going to try to follow the shape that we already had for the hair. So it's like, it almost looks like streaks. So we do that. And then we bring it down this way, but then we're going to have to get it to actually hold in place. Otherwise, it's going to be wobbly all over the place. So maybe if I just wind it through here, we can try that. Wind it through here and then around. Yeah, I think we could do that. And then I'm just going to give it a little bit of a, oops, wrong ones. I'll give it a little bit of a pinch. And did we decide if the ring band is going to be silver or gold? I'm not sure. Sorry, American, no problem. I could Google that, but 42 Fahrenheit sounds cold to me. I think it's cold. So I don't know exactly the calculation, but it definitely sounds cold. So now let's go ahead and do our little wavy hair. So we're going to bring this one down and there and down and there. And I don't know how long we want it. And I'll just do the spiral in the opposite way of what I usually do. I usually do the one on the cone, but that's okay. Let's take this and wind it around. And there we go. Bring that one in. So once you've started the curve, you can just take this and bring that one around. Okay. Maybe bring it around a little more though. So this is a little bit low now. So, and now it's getting kinked again. So we just have to be careful. Bring that one around. Straighten that one out a bit, maybe. Bring that. I don't want it too long or it's going to be too long for a ring. But you guys can make these any size you want. So there's sort of a funky little side do. And let's bring this one. I mean, we could do hair on both sides, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a little bit on the wide side for a ring. But these are novelty rings. They're very experimental, and I'll definitely be making more. So we're going to bring this one around here. So bring it to that side. We're going to twist it around again. Otherwise, it's going to be too loose. So let's put it in here again. Right through there. And then out this way. And then we can do the other spiral on this side. So we're maybe bring this one down a bit more, actually. Okay, we're going to bring this one down a little bit more. And then we're going to bring this one down. So we're going to go down, up, down, and bring this one around. So the other thing you can do is if you have larger round pliers, which I have, and we are going to hold that and then bring it around this way. That's the other thing you could do is just make a somewhat spiral on your round pliers. That works too. So Lalani says, that's cute. Thank you. So we're going to see how they do. Once we're done all these rings, I have a feeling they ended up being a little on the large side, but that's okay. They're, like I said, they're novelty rings. So it's totally fine. So let's just bring these ones in here. And I am going to pinch that, bring that one out, bring that one down here, and push it down. And there we have sort of a spiral do on both sides. The face is a little bit of a mess, but it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Maybe we have to pinch it in a little bit more. Okay. And then now we need the ring band. So what are we going to make the ring band out of? We're going to see. I mean, you could definitely do earrings for this too, but we're all about rings today. So we're going to put it on a ring band. I guess I'll do the gold. Let me just find the 18 gauge gold wire, if I can find it. That's the 20. This one's the, oh, here's the pair of wires. So this is the 18 gauge. So we're going to do this. Thank you, Clarice, for sharing the link to the Facebook group. So if you guys are on Facebook and want to join the Wire Makers Club, you could use that link that Clarice posted. Just be sure if you're joining the Wire Makers Club to answer all the entry questions, because we have pretty firm rules about not selling in the group. So you just have to agree to the rules and agree to not sell stuff in the group, and you're good to go. So here's the ring. And now we are going to bend this up. The yellow hair stands out. Yeah, I like the yellow hair for sure. So now we want to measure like about what distance this should be for the ring. We're going to bend this side up. Here, we'll just bend it straight up. And then I do a lot of my rings this way, where we just take an 18 gauge piece of wire, make the beginning part like that. I'm going to just clip the ends so they're not too long, too hard to work with. And then all we have to do is take this one and stick the wires through the loops. The hair might be in the way, so you can always move it. And we're just going to put one in there and one in there. And then you're going to put it back on the ring cone. Okay. And hi, Lydia, how are you? And we're going to put this one here and then hold the end with the flat pliers, bend it out. And then this one too, we're just going to move the hair a bit, hold that and bring it down. It's actually easier with the tweezer nose pliers. I really like these tweezer nose pliers. I didn't think they'd be so practical, but they really are. These are the Xuron pliers. So now we're going to bring this one down and clip these. Clip this. Oh, let's not clip through both wires. It's a little hard to get in there when the wires are pinched together. So there's one side, and then this one. Let's bring it down a bit and clip it. Get that. Perfect. And then we're just going to pinch the ends in. And then I'll show you guys all the rings that we made today, and we'll see if we can have some other ideas of how we can maybe improve them a little bit or something. So there's that one. And then we want to push the hair back down. You could add beads to these too. That would be fun. So now we're going to put it back on the ring cone. Just push it around a little bit to get the hair to stick down. I guess you could maybe hammer it or something if you find the hair is sticking up too much. I bet you can maybe hammer it down a little bit or something. Anyways, it's definitely different. Might be a little awkward to wear, but that's okay. So here's that one, super cute. And then we have the first one that we did, the little Joker guy with the Let me put him here. The little Joker guy with the star. He's really cute. Excuse me. I like that one a lot. And then we have the girl with the earring. Could be a guy, and with a little earring, and no hair though. So maybe I needed to do maybe a little, even a little jog up there might make it look more hair-like. I'm just gonna try that for a second. Let me just get my pliers, because sometimes if you just add a little bit of curve in there, might just make it a little more interesting. Otherwise, it just looks like she has no hair. And then we have the goddess. I'm running out of fingers. So there we go. So there we have. So let me know which is your favorite of the rings. They're all pretty crazy. Or he's bald. Exactly. Could definitely be bald. And so now he just has a line across his forehead, but that's okay. Love them all. Nice. So let me know which is your favorite. I really like the goddess. I think she's funky. And the faces are, I like this one actually. I think that's my favorite one. But that's all good. So I am going to actually flip my screen and say goodbye. And then I'm going to take a photo and post these in the Slack group. So be sure to join the Slack group. Join the Wire Makers Club. I'm going to flip my screen. So Amber likes the goddess. And Pam likes them all. So there we go. So we're done, guys. So there we go. There's all the rings. That was super fun. That was such a good time. Thank you guys for hanging out. The one on the middle finger. Yeah, that one's my favorite too. I like that one too. That one was the one based on the brooch. So this was an actual brooch that I made many years ago. So that was kind of based on that. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. That was super fun. I'll see you on Slack. I'm going to hop over now, take a picture and hop over and post a pic. And then we will see you. I'll keep doing wire rings for the next little while. Thank you, Amber and Clarice and Mustafa for always moderating the chat and helping me out. I really appreciate that. And we'll see you guys the next time. Bye.